I mean, I saw a guy's guts out of his body the other day.
Hell yeah, dude. What happened?
Oh, yeah.
He had a.
You just felt like it?
Yeah, I just felt like he should have his guts out of his. I don't know, like. But the problem is,
That
Like
doesn't
this
bother
one
you.
goes
you-
over
you-
here, that one goes
you-
over
How do they
here.
keep everything organized?
oh, they don't. But like,
They just shove it back in there. Get back in there.
yeah, but that's
It's like trying to pack a suitcase at the end of vacation.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck it. We're going home. Fuck it. Fit it in. You got trinkets and a new pair of shoes, and you're just trying to stuff it into the same bag. You're like, oh fuck!
That scares the hell out of me. Dude. I did not like that.
stuff. No,
I picture it like wrapping up a phone cord around your fingers and just throwing it back in your bag somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
make sure that his small bowel was like Gucci before they like put it back there.
Stuff it in. Stuff it in. We're going home. We're gonna be home in 6 hours.
Exactly.
Stuff it in the bag.
We check out of the hotel in literally 20 minutes.
That's-
Darlene, shove it back in.
Put it in the
That's
bag.
definitely what the surgeon said. Like, oh, this small
Take the
bowel's
pillowcases,
Gucci.
take the pillows, put them in the bags, and then zip the bags.
If you have to take a poop, make sure to spray your butthole in there.
Honestly, I pooped before I came here, and that's why I was a little bit later than usual. And then I thought about using it, and I was like, I can't.
I like your Snapchat video where you just sprayed it over the fucking
Yeah.
wall, dude.
Dude, do you want to
Is
see
that thing a
it?
fire hose?
Do you want to see it?
We'll look at it
Shoot
here
right
soon.
up your-
Dude,
right in there.
it's crazy. Like,
Dude,
it's...
you literally sprayed all over the wall.
Dude, it goes up your butthole.
Oh, she
Gu-
goes.
It gushes
she
into your
goes.
butthole.
She goes.
She do.
No, it's not. I don't want to chalk it up as a win because I don't think it's a win. Like, it's okay, but I didn't love it.
So do you wipe after you do it one time
You
to get the water out of there?
that's the problem. That's the problem.
You can buy ones with dryers. Like really
Really?
high end ones.
Like, oh yeah, this was like $50 one. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't that crazy.
But then do you have to, like, how does the dryer
you don't want to
work?
wipe after you get your butt wet, and here's the reason.
Yeah.
Toilet paper on your butt.
He's exactly right.
Oh, it's
You
gonna-
have to dab. You have to-
Yeah.
You
or
have
you
to
just
doop, doop, doop,
drip it
Like
dry
you get
for
a
a
stain
second.
off.
I would say drip it dry for a second, and then maybe just get out of there.
See, my
He's
problem,
exactly right.
my problem with the toilet and the whole bidet thing is, like, if it's not drying your downstairs, when I'm on the toilet and I'm like, it's time to wipe, it's usually time to wipe and get up because I realize I've been on the toilet for 15 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm out of here.
I get it.
Yep.
So, like, I'm wiping and getting out. I don't want to sit there and drip dry my asshole
With
because
15 sheets of toilet paper.
exactly.
I
But the
don't
thing
believe
is, with this bidet, you could potentially drop your load. Sorry, you could drop your load, turn, poof, and shoot it up, and
Is
then drip dry, and then listen to me, and then drip dry for another 10 minutes while you're on your phone playing fucking, I don't know, Flappy Bird or some bullshit
Muffin
like that. Muffin Night, some shit like that.
What, hill climb racing?
That's another good one.
Fire.
Exactly. So you could drip dry, and then you take maybe 2 to 3 sheets toilet paper, dip, dab, dab.
Why not just wipe?
Because you're getting get
Because
paper all over
you're
your
not-
asshole.
No, well, you're also getting cleaner with the bidet.
No, I mean you're right.
But like,
You're saying
wipe
that
the
why
but
not?
like,
water
I'm
off
not,
your
I'm
ass.
not, I'm not even advocating for the bidet because I've experienced it, and like, it wasn't life changing. It wasn't like, oh.
Are you gonna keep using it?
Your
I'll
butthole
use
didn't
it.
sing afterwards.
Exactly.
That's what
But
you're
the
saying.
thing is, like, I used it like 2 to 3 times, and then I used the toilet without a bidet, and I was like, this is
Nothing special.
exactly. But I do think it cleans you better. But
Yeah.
I think it would have to.
That's what I'm saying. I think the baby wipes are a happy medium.
I
I'm
agree.
I'm a big
wipes are
baby wipe
nice.
advocator.
I could agree with that. But like, it's not a hassle, but it's like it's you have to put a little bit more effort to do it.
How did you install it, by the way? What's the process?
It's pretty easy, really.
Does it hook to the water line?
Realistically, yeah. Like you just you have to shut off your water line to the toilet, and then you unscrew.
Too much. I'm done.
Does it just Y off your?
Yeah,
Just wires off?
they give you a Y. Like they give you a thing you screw into your main line, and then there's another line that you screw your bidet line into, and then your bidet hooks up to your bidet, obviously, and then you turn back the fucking
The water,
water
yeah.
source, and then you have to install it to your toilet seat, and then you then that's it.
So
pretty much.
Is yours does it have a heated option, or is it just
does
all
not.
cold ass ice cold
It's
toilet
cold.
water?
So the heated option was gonna be $150, $200. This thing,
But don't you think it'd be worth it?
after experiencing it, yeah, I've never experienced a bidet.
But you
before in
wouldn't have
my
bought
life.
it your first time.
Correct.
You wouldn't have bought the heated one your first time.
Why can't they
Okay.
make toilets that contour to people's asses?
Yeah,
Like
that's
a
a good
toilet
point.
is so misshapen for an ass. Like, hey, it's like putting a square peg in a round hole. Your ass
Right.
isn't the shape of a toilet
It's
seat.
true.
Yeah. Why do I get pissed off when I go to somebody's house and they still have a wooden toilet seat?
Ooh, I actually
Oh.
think that's awesome. But
No.
what I get angry about is when people
Never
have those like
experienced.
1970s toilets that were made for like they're like porta potty sized holes, you know?
Yeah.
They're super small.
Mm.
And it's where it's like you got to put your meat inside the hole and it's painful, or you leave your meat outside of the hole and it's cold.
What about
So it's a lose. But that's what I'm saying. That's why like these new age like
Yeah.
low flow toilets, that's why they're actually nice, because they're kind of big.
what about
Big for
the
blasting.
the toilets in, like, I don't want to say old folks' homes, but old folks' homes when they put covers on the
Oh, I was
toilet
going to
seat.
say that. Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
What's the point?
What?
Give you a boost up.
You know the covers that they'll put over the toilet seat, so when you put the seat down,
It's like
it's got like
it's
a
like
furry,
it's almost like
fuzzy
a
cover.
rug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bullshit.
So you buy your
It's
bath
fucking fake.
rug, you buy your towels, your hand towels, your
it's
washcloths,
fucking
and
bullshit,
then you buy
dude.
that. It all matches somehow.
It's fucking.
Right.
You can go to Kohl's
stupid.
and get the whole set. It's
What's
so
your
stupid.
beef with it? I don't understand what's wrong.
It's
with it.
it's just it doesn't fit. It's
don't-
not right.
I don't like the bath rugs that shape to the base of the toilet.
Yeah,
Mm.
fuck that.
For one, it's disgusting because you know that guests are not always hitting the toilet.
Ew.
Or if you
yeah.
have, or if
The
you have,
rug's for.
but
Ew.
the
Ew.
rug's gonna get gross. But you know, like if you have kids in your
Ugh.
home, those kids aren't hitting the toilet every time.
Fuck no.
You know what I mean? So it's just
Dude.
gross to me. I don't understand it. Just get a bath rug like everybody else.
Right.
know what I mean?
Dude.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Brock, what's your thoughts?
I like the rug.
I thought you were talking about the whole
Contour to the-
time, like the toilet seat boosters, like the 6-inch
Okay.
extension.
Yeah, get you.
Yeah. I just got my knee replaced. I can't sit down on the toilet all the way. I need me a boost.
It's like a bedpan.
Adds you
kinda
an
deal.
extra.
Yeah, but it's just like
Dude.
it's just an extra toilet seat on the toilet seat.
You guys
But
want
it's
to
like a donut.
Have you guys
Right?
ever been on a bedpan before?
No.
What do you mean on it? How does it even work?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What do you mean,
What do you mean?
on it? How do you go on it? Like,
It sits
You'd be
right under your ass.
surprised. So
Do they
You
have
have
to
to sleep
lift
with
you
a
up?
bed?
basically,
are people shitting in bed? Is what I want to know.
oh, a lot, yeah.
Like in their
large
pants
pizzas
or
in
in this
bed?
bedpan?
N-
They
no.
like fit it in this
Hold
very
on.
very small
Dude,
water
dude,
bottle.
The bedpan under on that day.
Hey,
It's everywhere.
fit your stool into this 6-ounce water bottle.
The mini water bottles,
Yeah.
not the big ones.
That's what a
No,
bedpan looks
No,
like.
it's not at all.
You don't know what a bedpan
A
looks like?
bedpan is a big old fat thing that, like, you
Where
could
Forrest Gump hits ping pong balls into.
pretty much, yeah. That's what it's exactly right.
Yeah.
But like, getting you on a bedpan is not as easy as you think.
Oh yeah, you have to probably lift them up, right?
No, you have to roll them over. You
Jesus Christ.
lift them up.
Transverse
Lift
shit.
them up.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Come on.
There's
Have
no
your
way
way.
them on their side before they
There's
go
no
shit.
way you can lift them up, dude.
Well, that's why you just ask them, "Hey, we're gonna need some legs. We're gonna need some legs."
Okay,
up
but
here."
guess what?
Which
People
they're good size.
people that get on bedpans usually don't have the leg strength to be like, yeah, I'll just lift my hips up. They usually don't have that leg strength. They usually don't
Yeah, I
care.
don't know.
They usually don't want to. So you literally just, hey, I'm gonna roll you, and you roll them, and then you just shove that bitch like next to them, and then they roll back onto it. And you're like, yeah, that's good enough. And then they just shit or piss or
Oh my
whatever on
God,
it
dude.
in there.
So they're peeing in that thing too? I didn't realize they'd pee.
Yeah.
So they're
Well, like
sitting there all
not
day.
not males, I guess, because
I
males
was gonna say.
males can have a male urinal where they stick their dick in it. It's like, that's good stuff. And then they just put it on the table and they're like, here's my piss. Take care of it.
Nurse.
Nurse.
Cody.
Where's my sponge bath?
No, I was gonna say because men would have to put their whole meat inside the bedpan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
So
bedpan's pretty big. You can fit your meat inside of it.
you could, but usually the men just stick their dick inside of a little container. They just piss in
Yeah.
it and whatever. But yeah, women
Like,
obviously.
hey,
you
here's this
can't.
condom. Let's make a balloon animal.
They have those.
It's a water balloon.
So like a weird thing. They put a condom like on you and you piss in it and stuff. It's crazy,
What?
It
dude.
just has a reservoir at your tip.
Uh,
How strong are they? Okay, hefty garbage bag kind of technology or what?
no comment.
You got to think an old man's filling that thing, right? He's filling that thing hard.
The older you get, the more you pee.
Sure.
I don't know.
Drinking a lot
I
of
don't know.
coffee.
It's true.
I
Why
think
does
you'd be
coffee make me
surprised.
piss?
I don't
Caffeine.
know.
Caffeine's a natural diuretic.
And here's something too. Is it just me, or every time you drink a coffee, you got that like 15 minutes where you're like, am I gonna shit my pants, or am I cool?
Yeah.
Because every time I get like an upset stomach for like 8 seconds, and I'm like, oh, and then it goes away. And then I was like, dude, is coffee gonna kill me one of these days? And I'm just gonna shit my pants.
You're gonna put a whole large pizza on your desk
Yeah.
or on your
I
work
think
chair.
you need to tone down the whole large pizza because whole large pizza.
You're the
it's
one that
like-
brought it up.
How often do you shit this much?
You brought it up in a later episode.
I know, but I'm saying that guy had a bowel obstruction, and so he had built up shit. And
You
like
give him a
you're
suppository.
no, I don't know, maybe, but you're talking like a normal shit is this big, when a normal shit is not
Well,
this big.
if it's messy,
If you're
No,
sitting on it.
a normal messy shit's like maybe a personal pan
whole pile.
pizza.
it's a personal pan.
But a large pizza that could feed a family, dude.
A deep dish.
You see anything else in the adventures of your
Uh,
life lately?
Uh
Any stunners? Any real?
the thing is that it all meshes together.
You need to keep a journal.
Should keep a
I'm
diary.
scared to, dude. Like HIPAA's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, but you can still stay nondescript and keep a journal.
I mean, I saw a guy's guts out of his body the other day.
Hell yeah, dude. What happened?
Oh, yeah.
He had a
You just felt like it?
yeah. He just felt like he should have his guts out of his. I don't know. Like he had a bad surgery. It wasn't bad surgery. It's just that something he had a complication from a previous said surgery that caused his bowels to be improper, and so they had to open him up and be like, "Hey, let's see what's wrong.
What's this all about?
What was this all about?" And then they had to fucking like, they were like, "Hey, let's see if like laparoscopically." They're like, "Hey, let's see what's wrong." Oh, and then they got in there like,
Oh,
"This ain't
boy.
good. This ain't good." And they're like, "Hey, let's open this bitch up." And they just like fucking opened him up and pulled his guts out of his guts and and fixed the problem, you know. But the problem is,
That
Like
didn't
this
bother
one
you at
goes
all.
over
you-
here, that one goes
you
over.
How do they
here-
keep everything organized?
Oh, they don't. But like,
They just shove it back in there. Get back in there.
yeah, but that's
It's like trying to pack a suitcase at the end of vacation.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck it.
Fuck
We're going home. Fuck it. Fit it in.
They
You
just,
got,
like,
you got fucking, you got trinkets and a new pair of shoes, and you're just trying to stuff it into the same bag. And you're like, oh fuck!
That scares the hell out of me, dude. I did not like that.
stuff. No,
I picture it like wrapping up a phone cord around your fingers and just throwing it back in your bag somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're wrapping the large
the thing
intestine
is-
around your
Large
finger and just throwing
But the
Look at
thing
them
is,
things.
your small bowel is sorry. Your small bowel is so like long that like it. I'm not gonna say it
Long,
doesn't
tan,
matter.
and handsome.
Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I don't fucking know.
What if you
Doesn't
put
have
a
a
kink
I
in
don't
it?
know shit about shit. Okay,
What if you put a kink in it?
Well, there's people with like, what do you call it? Diverticulitis. They get
right.
parts of their
Diverticulosis
intestines.
and divertic.
But they
But
part of their
the,
intestines removed.
that's the inside. Diverticulitis, diverticulosis.
But you're still
is
getting
the
it
inside.
removed, and they're just like, fucking, yeah.
Yeah, but this guy wasn't getting
Stitch
his,
it up.
This guy wasn't getting his
Yeah.
small intestine removed or all that shit. Anyways, I don't know shit about shit. I just see stuff and I'm like, that's cool. I don't know. I don't
What if you're not putting
know.
it back in the right spot?
Okay, but they put it back in the right spot. But like your anatomy is such that like your large bowel is like sitting posteriorly to your small bowel, like type of deal.
So it's just a
Sort of.
universal small bowel. You just put it wherever
I
you
guess,
want.
dude. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
I think you can just put
But
it
like-
wherever you want.
But like they had to make sure that his small bowel was like Gucci before they like put it back there.
Stuff it in.
Stuff it in.
We're going home. We're gonna be home in 6 hours.
Exactly.
Stuff it in the bag.
We check out of the hotel in literally 20 minutes. Darlene, shove it back in.
Put it in the
That's
bag.
definitely what the surgeon said. Like, oh, this small
Take the
bowel's
pillowcases,
Gucci.
take the pillows, put them in the bags, and then zip the bags.
There's no way of counting with the pool towels, so you can take those pool towels.
Yeah. The pool towels are always.
But
fair
you
game.
can't take the towels from the room.
But the pool towels are always like the towels. They're like the same texture of like carpet
Yes.
that's been walked on for a long
you don't
time.
want those. You don't.
It's like, dude,
not
as
want
many
those.
of those towels as you had, you could not get dried off, even if you wanted to.
Exactly. Some of them
dad-
are crusted. Ugh.
My dad, like, every time we'd stay at a hotel, he would, like, obviously take a shower. He'd come out, and he would always be like, God, those towels sucked.
They're horrible.
And I'd be like, what's wrong with the towels? He's like, if you like drying your balls with sandpaper, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're terrible. They're always bad.
I mean, yeah.
They're horrible.
Like, how often do you think they replace those towels? Or are they just cheap towels?
They're probably just cheap. Well, they probably have a company that just washes them and then they just
Right.
send them back, and it's like a return-ish
That makes sense.
thing. I assume that's what they do to make money. They're like, hey, we got to steam wash these bad boys.
I don't know, dude. This one time, Tara and I stayed in a hotel in L.A., and, like, we got, for some reason, stupid reason, we got comped at, like, a fucking, it wasn't a suite, but it was, like, the next below a suite. Like, it was a
Yeah.
super nice hotel. For some reason, like, we just showed up, and she was like, hey, would you like to be on the 25th floor? I was like,
Would I?
am I rich? Look at my pinky ring. No. But, like, the towels, for some reason, were nice. Like, they were
Yeah.
legitimate. They weren't sandpaper on your balls.
Yeah.
So I think they just keep the nicer ones with the more expensive rooms, and they're like, hey.
Shh.
Yeah, shh. We'll give you it. We'll give you.
Yeah, can I have some of the nice towels? Yeah, those are reserved for not the poor people.
Is the biggest slap in the face in the world is when you rent or I guess what do you call it? You get $100, $200 hotel room, and they're like, "Hey, here's enough soap to clean a mouse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun, bud."
Always got to bring your own.
Yeah, of course, but why do you want to? I hate traveling with shit like that. It's fucking annoying.
They just give you a bar of soap, and it's like,
And they give you
yeah,
this much shampoo.
right,
Really?
yep.
It's like, how's my woman supposed to Granted, women always bring their own because it's got to be a certain one. But
Yeah.
how's a person with longer hair supposed to? How are they supposed to do it?
But I'm sure, like, if you complained, and if you're like, hey, can I get some more fucking shampoo?
Yeah, it's all
they,
free,
they'd
but
give
it's,
it to you.
Yeah,
but it's
they
a
do.
hassle.
Right.
You know
It's
what
a
I mean?
hassle, definitely, for sure. Like, how often have you guys ordered room service?
Never.
Never?
poor.
Never?
No, never.
Have
It's
you?
crazy.
One
Yeah,
time,
we tried
me
it.
and Brock stayed in a hotel room that his parents got, and we sat there and ate pizza. So you could call that room service because a pizza guy
Yeah.
came to the hotel. And that was
I mean,
pretty
It's true.
that's
That-
pretty
we did
close.
that a lot.
Honestly.
Did they bring it up to your room?
Oh yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Wow, they
They're-
brought it
they
to your
did.
room?
yeah.
They just
You didn't
call
have
the
to go
front
down to the
desk.
lobby and meet him?
No,
Damn, that's fucking nice, dude.
That's
Holy
pretty much room
shit.
service.
Pretty much.
They just didn't bring it up to you in a
That's what we
in
were
the
going
whatever.
Yeah.
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 hold on,
Like
let me unzip this bag real quick.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Yeah. When we went to Indy, I looked at the room service menu and I was like, I mean, none of this stuff looks that great, but they had like a sirloin on there that was like $40, and I'm like,
Oh,
I'm not paying
Jesus.
$40 for a hotel sirloin.
Well, right. Yeah, like
Gonna be
we
fucked up.
ordered dessert
Yeah.
is what it was. And that's why I was like,
You didn't already bring
Okay.
your own
Fire.
dessert?
right.
Did you
I
eat
mean,
chocolate strawberries off each other?
no.
I was gonna say you didn't bring your own dessert. You didn't bring your own dessert, if you know what I'm saying.
Like,
They had their own whipped cream. Disgusting.
that's
That would be
fucking
nice.
gross, dude.
Sticky.
He's
People don't even think about how sticky that would be.
Yeah.
Like what Varsity Blues whipped cream bikini.
Ooh.
oh,
She's sticky for 3 days.
she's sticking to the
Mhm.
You
Her
might as well
underboob
just-
sticky.
You might as well enema.
enema.
Enema?
Yeah.
Enema.
You might as well do that with a 2-liter of Mountain Dew or
Ooh,
something.
yeah.
Ew, dude.
Some what do
Okay,
you call
but
it?
the
Moon
thing
mist.
is-
Some moon mist up the ass.
Yeah,
What
but
about
that's-
some champagne, dude?
That's okay. That's champagne mixed with shit, though. That's
Well,
the thing. Like
you're
enema
cleaning
is
it.
just right up your butthole.
You're cleaning
By
it.
the second bottle of champagne, it'll probably be clean.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, but you're still risking like I don't know, what maybe a piece of corn.
You first do enema of. You first,
I don't eat corn.
I'm serious, dude.
you first do an enema of Dawn soap, and then you do the champagne after that.
No.
Okay.
Okay, the Dawn soap's gonna automatically clean your fucking whole entire bowels
Why not?
out. No, dude. There could be a corn piece. There could be a fucking poop
A dishwasher
piece.
pod.
Why is this guy eating so much corn? There could be corn. There could be corn on the cob. There could be cream corn. There could be sweet corn. There could be popcorn. There could be kernel corn. There could be even candy corn. And that's the things you see in my shit because it's all. I have a corn-based diet.
Corn and baked beans.
Yeah. How many pieces of corn are you gonna have after an enema? Is what I want to know.
Oh my god.
Cody's gonna go to the doctor in a couple weeks. The doctor's gonna be like, "You gotta take the corn out of the diet. That's just too much corn. Cut the corn.
Cut the corn.
Yeah. That's too much corn.
buddy.
Shoe buddy.
Woo.
Yeah, I don't know. We did get drinks at the hotel bar, and that was something I never experienced before.
It's
It was kind of weird.
expensive.
And it was the same day that Green Bay was playing in the playoffs. What day was that
Lost.
have been?
Last
they
Sunday.
won. They won
Last
that
Sunday.
game. It was 2 Sundays
Oh,
ago.
that's 2 Sundays. Yeah, yeah.
It was a Saturday. They played the
Saturday.
Saturday game, and they won. And dude, there was,
It was
a
the divisional.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. There had to be 20 people down there in the lobby watching the game and drinking beers and stuff
At Indianapolis?
at Indianapolis.
I don't think you understand this. Green Bay is the smallest pro sports town in America,
I agree.
and no, it's not even like close.
It's crazy.
And their fans are everywhere.
I know.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
They're
Nationwide.
everywhere. It's so niche, and it's kind of fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like it's a franchise that I like, but obviously being a Bears fan, it's like, yeah, who cares? But like, I don't even look into the rivalry that much. But it's like it's kind of a cool franchise.
I like to think that the Cubs are that way, but even though like the Cubs are in a huge market.
Yeah. At that
But-
point, though, they're just a huge market team.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree completely. But
But they do have like that thing in Chicago. You go,
Right,
you
where
go
it's like-
anywhere. If you go anywhere around Wrigley,
go to fucking Wrigley. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
with
there was in the hotel lobby. There was a black dude. And he had a Green Bay hat on, Green Bay sweatshirt, Green Bay sweats, and colored shoes.
you.
And he was just,
Damn.
dude. He was there, and he was by himself, right? And
Yeah.
he's just clapping it up by himself, drinking beers. And then like 3 other guys come over and sit with him. Don't know him. They're also Green Bay fans, and they're just having a good time. And we were there for the end of the game. And they're like, "Yeah, man, see you later. It was nice meeting you." Blah blah. But I was just so humbled by the one guy cheering by himself, and then made other friends. It was just so fun.
Doesn't that make
is
you want to
humbling.
be a super fan for a said sports team? Doesn't that make you want to be that?
Not really.
It doesn't because like coming from somebody that's obviously a very specific fan for a specific team, like it just feels good to be like, hey, you like this team too? Come on, come on.
Yeah, but like it would. But I don't know.
You
I
just
want to
can't-
say I don't have the time to watch sports like that, but I'm not that interested in it.
I get it. I mean,
Not like I used to be, anyways. But yeah, it was cool. He was having a good time.
I think in that environment, I like that. But if we're out
Right.
and about in public and someone's like, "Hey, the Bears," and I'm like, "Who are you, bro?"
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I get it. Like
Yeah.
if you're going out in Fort Wayne,
Yeah.
Indiana, and like to break and run or some shit like
Yeah.
that, and there's somebody's like, "Hey, you're a Bears
But if
fan?"
I'm going to Lambeau,
also,
if I'm going to Lambeau, I'm pretending to not hate the Packers and just
Yeah.
pretending to be a fan.
yeah,
And it was
cheering
so
with
fun.
everybody.
It was
Right.
so fun.
I would
Yeah.
love to go to Lambeau, dude. Holy
You been
shit!
to Lambeau?
Yeah.
I envy you so much. To
Me and my dad went a couple years ago. We went with my
Yeah.
grandpa and like my uncle.
But isn't that crazy that your whole family is Bears fans, right?
no, my dad's a Packers fan.
Really?
Yeah, my whole
Yeah.
family.
From
Honestly, my
Wisconsin,
whole
man.
family's Packers fan. Just because my dad, his whole family's still in Wisconsin, and
Right.
they live outside of Green Bay. So like, we just stayed there and like drove
Okay.
over, and it was like, when you go to the stadium, it's so weird. It's just like a suburban neighborhood.
It
and you're like,
is, dude.
oh, here's the stadium. Like it's just a weird spot.
Dude,
Like it's a weird
yeah.
sports town.
Dude,
But
back
it's
in
the only thing they have.
back in the day when like they had Eddie Lacy, they would just be like I know they showed like a promo of his house, and it was like he just rented a house that was like close to Lambeau, and it was just like a normal suburban house.
Yeah.
Dude,
I just couldn't even
that's
believe
cool.
it.
That's kind of how it felt when I went to. Correct me if I'm wrong. Michigan Stadium, the Big House. Is it still called that?
Yeah.
When I went there, I was like, "This is so weird" because we parked like a mile fucking away.
Ann Arbor in general's got some money.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it
fuck.
just
Just
felt,
from the college and just from
Fuck
like all
yeah.
the people. It's like it's super like hipstery and like
Yeah.
cool, but it's like I don't know. It's a nice town.
yeah. I just felt so weird because I'm like, it feels like this is out in the middle of nowhere. Whereas
Right.
like you're going to Lucas Oil and it's
Yeah.
literally
But
heart
realistically,
of
Ann
downtown.
Arbor's like it's really only a jump from Detroit. It's not very
Yeah.
far at all.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Big House was cool because it's like is it still half underground pretty much?
It's just crazy how big it like just it's not
huge.
really I don't know about
Half
underground, but it's like
But it's sunken in.
the bowl is super crazy on it. Like
Yeah.
it just looks like a crazy stadium, but it's like you're trying to hold 100,000 people. Like it
Right.
doesn't make
Like,
sense.
literally.
Yeah.
Dude, like I remember walking in through the tunnel of like where we were sitting, and we had to go down like 30 rows, right? And it's just blue and
Jesus.
gold fucking everywhere, dude. And like we walked in, I was just like, it's so weird walking into a stadium full of people. It's so
Dude.
wild.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even imagine that many people too.
Dude, it was so wild.
Like 100,000, being able to hold 100,000 plus just doesn't even register.
I think
in my
they played
brain.
fucking I think it was East Lansing, maybe.
Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan.
Or
They played
Michigan
Eastern
State.
Michigan, and it was such a bad blowout game. But it was,
Right.
I mean, we watched a lot of touchdowns and shit, but yeah.
That's crazy to
It was
me
fun.
because, like, obviously, like I've been to Wrigley a lot. Like Wrigley at maximum holds like I think like 35,000. Like
Yeah.
it only holds that much. And like I've been
Dude,
in
it's
there,
way different.
and I've been in there when it's rocking. When
Yeah.
it's packed, sellout crowd, 32,000 people, fucking screaming their ass off, and I'm like,
Mhm.
holy shit, this is crazy. To imagine 3 times that.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh
even
my
even going to
God.
Notre Dame, like me and Johnny went to Notre Dame, and they had like that. They had a
Yeah.
big. It was a big, big like fourth quarter
Right.
run that Louisville was on. They're going back and forth, and like, dude, the whole fourth quarter you couldn't hear. Like
That's
there's
crazy.
there's such a hum and such a
Yes.
ruckus going on that like you're yelling at each other sitting next to each
Yeah,
other. Like
dude.
that many people is insane. I can only imagine like 110.
Right.
Michigan's I think been to like 121 even.
That's
That don't make
fucking
sense.
No.
crazy.
What's the capacity of the big house?
I think they say
It's
like 120.
120.
I think it's like 115 or 117 or
Yeah,
something.
like something stupid.
But they've
So
I think they've
nuts.
done like 121 or something standing room only and all that shit. But I don't know. It was for like a game quite a few years ago. But to pack that many people in is insane. What's even crazier? You ever see when Metallica was in Russia and they played a
No.
concert after the wall fell?
Oh my god,
Dude, there was
The burn animal.
400,000 people at this concert. And they literally have helicopters hovering above the crowd for like riot control and shit. And it's like a quarter mile out from the stage. Like it's fucking insane, dude. And like at this party there was like 30 fires and there was like dude, there was insane there was like I think there was
probably like
there was,
17 people killed.
no, there was like 60 arrests. There was like 11 alleged rapes. There was like an insane amount of crime that was happening. And there was
because they couldn't police it.
yeah, they
'Cause it
couldn't
was so
police it.
fucking
It's so
big.
big,
At
and
a
it's like
Metallica
after the
concert,
wall
too.
fell,
Dude,
and they're just like
400,000
Hey!
people is like
That's a lot of people.
it's like Fort Wayne. Like Fort Wayne's probably like 700,000 people, but like still, like that's like
yeah.
yeah.
Did you go to the celebration after they won the World Series?
I didn't
Because that was straight up 1 million people or something.
It
It was like 1 million.
It technically listed on one of the most popular gatherings of United States history, which like I don't know if I believe, but like still, holy
Yeah.
fucking shit!
Oh,
I would believe that.
but what's
Dude,
crazy is like
It's in Chicago.
like
which, like
Mecca
What else would
yearly-
even touch that?
what's crazy is Mecca yearly has like that many people.
yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Like
Like-
for Islam.
right. Like the
Like
Oh,
the,
gotcha,
whole,
gotcha,
the holy
gotcha.
city where they go, like you make your pilgrimage not every year, but once in your lifetime. Some
Right.
people go more than others, this or that, whatever. But
they
you're supposed to make
they-
one in your
they-
lifetime.
yeah,
But it's like, dude, like
travel.
you have to think like as far as like Muslims in the world, there's probably a
the most,
billion,
right?
if not more.
I'd
so
say more.
To have a holy pilgrimage yearly for a lot of people, like that is insane.
Fuck.
And I assume that there's been some gatherings, and there's also been I saw Indian gatherings.
Fuck.
Because I've looked it up too. There's been some Indian gatherings that have been insane too, for like when they've unveiled this or like whatever.
Right.
Who cares?
Because they literally have what? Do they have 2 billion or 1 billion?
It's like 2 or
2
something. Who
billion?
knows? It's crazy.
people
They're chilling.
in India.
That's insane.
It's crazy. This guy looks like he got knocked the fuck out.
It's a prison talk.
Oh,
Are we doing this one?
Sure, we can. We can do any of them, dude.
Let's just set this one
prison
up.
talk.
That beer right there is really good, though. Anyways.
Whoa.
This
The
guy's in
fuck
prison.
up, man. You tripping, bro. You gonna die. This
Chesty.
Cleveland. You gonna die. Get up. You gonna die.
You gonna die from Cleveland? Is that what he said?
in Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
That's why I just thought it was hilarious. The dude is literally stiff on the ground.
I think he wakes up.
He's like, "You gonna die? You are gonna die!" And then he goes, comes back to life. Give me a 2 one more time.
The fuck up, man. You tripping, bro. You gonna die. This Cleveland. You gonna die. Get up. You gonna die.
He was
Oh
died.
my
This
He's
Cleveland.
in
God,
prison.
dude.
No, I don't think that one was.
Oh, okay.
I think I may have gotten it mistaken. But that one was still fun.
Yeah, it was
Fucking
okay.
Christ, dude.
He was zooted.
I thought he got
What do you think that
knocked
guy's
out.
on? I honestly don't know what that is. Spice? You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. Why is your body season up like that?
I think you're
wish
just
I
having
knew.
a fun time.
Brock,
I don't
you
know
can't-
what that
you
is.
can't stand those headphones for that long.
I hate them. I had to take them off. But that's fine.
I think you just hate being the same as everybody else.
It's true. I got to be different. I can't do it.
You wet? Okay.
What have you got to talk about this week? What's
Yeah,
going on in
Brock.
your life, partner?
I don't have anything good.
That's
Never
not,
have.
That's not. How
I know that's not true.
you,
Never will.
That's not how you.
Is your mom
That's not
still
how you brush that.
disappointed in you?
Always has been, always probably will
Nuh-uh.
be. So I don't.
Mama's little
She's
boy.
proud.
Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's proud.
I'm just talking about her finding out that you're 5'8".
Well, I grew because I'm taller than you guys now. So
No, but
I
like
must have been.
technically, you're a college graduate, so she's proud, right?
I wouldn't say college graduate.
What do you mean?
Wouldn't either. But
Did you not graduate from college?
no, but what's going on with your guys' life?
Oh God,
I went to college twice and didn't graduate.
that was
Same.
so scripted. It's
I
not
almost
funny.
finished a semester at college. Almost. I was close.
What were your grades? What was your grade point average?
Not
Speaking
not
of
good.
college and parents being proud of people, will you go to the next video?
Yeah.
This will go in. This is what college life is.
This one?
Yep.
It's a whole palette of IPAs.
Holy shit!
This guy turned into a folding chair. Have you ever seen someone that incapacitated?
No, I've never seen.
Can you guys see his Fruit of the Loom underwear?
Look at his legs, dude.
It says Fruit of the Loom.
Dude, the stop shot of him and his legs like that with his underwear pulled up, he looks like a real cool guy.
How many cases of beer do they need? They're just saving the boxes right at that
Yeah,
point.
but why don't
They're
you-
all
Why
empty.
don't you flatten them out
I don't know.
and tape them?
That's a
lot.
that's a housing unit for a dog, right?
It is. I just love how this video starts. This video starts like this. That's how it starts. I just want to know what happened before that for him to get to that position.
Nigga, what the fuck, dude? He took too many shots.
How come when you're in college you have to save the alcohol that you drank in some capacity?
So you know what
Yeah.
you did, you know?
Yeah,
I drank that.
they're hazing. They're hazing him for sure, dude.
What do you mean they're hazing him?
Oh, they're
that's
Kid drank
fucked up.
20 shots.
exactly. They're like, we're gonna document this shit.
Yeah. That's what you get for drinking 20 shots.
But they
There's
probably
punishments in
they-
this world.
they
For
pressured him.
every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If you look like an asshole, people are gonna make you look like an asshole, and you're gonna look like an asshole.
They probably realized this guy had Fruit of the Loom underwear, and they're like, "Hey, let's make him take 20 more shots."
Yeah.
You guys ever look like that?
No.
No?
I don't know if I could get in that position. To be honest,
Looks like a baseball stretch to me.
it does.
it's like
Which
something
is
a-
weird.
This looks like something a kid would do when they were angry and they're just like pouting and they're just
Yeah.
melted into the floor.
But somehow it doesn't equate to puking black stuff to me.
Yeah, you think you have a bile duct problem?
I don't know.
Why are you
I've never
puking
had
black
any
stuff?
symptoms. You know what's crazier, Blake? Not even gonna lie. I've been crazy drunk, and then the next day I went to take a shit, and it's been black.
Yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
isn't that blood in the stool?
I don't know.
I think maybe you should get that checked out.
No, but like I'm serious.
No,
Like,
but isn't that like a bile or like a
I
blood
think,
and stool
I think
situation?
it might be, but like it's only ever happened when I've drank an aggressive amount of alcohol,
Yeah.
and like sometimes
So you only internally bleed once you drink a lot of alcohol. That seems like a doctor would be like, "Yeah, you're cool."
and like
Yeah.
but like sometimes it doesn't even happen when I drink like a great amount. Like probably tonight I'm kind of toasted, and like tonight I won't poop like black.
Jesus
like-
Christ.
But like sometimes when I like drink a great amount, like it's just like
Vast amount.
a vast
A vast amount.
a vast
A vat.
yeah.
A vat of alcohol.
like a multitude or like something like that.
3 beers.
He's calling me out, but he's got it right. No. Yeah, I've pooped black before. I guess is the great quandary, you know, like.
You should call someone right now and ask them about your black stool, because that doesn't seem cool. You're like, should stool ever be black? That's what your leading question should be, and I think the first answer you get 98% of the time was
No.
nah, I don't think so.
So
But
we'll
it goes
pencil you
away.
in for an appointment on 2:00 on Monday.
Yeah.
But then they'll want to give me a colonoscopy, and I don't want to do that, dude.
Just
Why
go to
not?
sleep and they'll.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get it eventually.
Cody's
When I'm
scared of
50.
butt stuff. That's what we've come.
hate
That's
butt
what we've
stuff.
come to
I
figure
am
out.
scared of getting colonoscopies when I'm older, though.
Exactly.
Hopefully, I'm just looser by then,
Do
so
you
it won't
want
be that bad.
What the?
You're gonna black out anyway. They're gonna put you under. What does it matter?
Yeah, I mean they
Do
don't put
They put you under?
they don't put you
Yes.
under, but they put you in some loopy medication.
The worst thing that you
Well, you
have
don't
to do.
remember.
The prep is probably the worst
The
thing.
prep
you
is
have to
what I
do for
hear.
it.
The prep is
You have to
absolutely
fast.
the worst
You have to
part.
fast. And you have to drink.
No,
some
you have to drink.
nonsense.
You have to drink some. It's like lemon lime Gatorade
Yeah.
with like the fucking prep
like
bullshit.
twice. You have to drink
Dude,
2 of those, right?
They literally fucking empty your bowels. Like
Yeah.
literally, fucking.
Seems like it'd be pretty cool
empty.
though, right?
I mean,
Just to
like
know what it
you
feels like.
probably
Yeah, like for
you
someone to
probably
just be like,
lose like 4
You
or 5
ready?
pounds.
And just pull a lever and be like.
It's pretty much what it is. It's
Are they just-
crazy.
Are they sticking a
Craziness.
camera up there?
Yeah, they're sticking a camera up your butt.
Also finger for fun.
Just for funsies?
Yeah, they're like.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a
Yeah.
doctor. I can do whatever I want. Pretty much.
I can't like. Do doctors sign up to do that? Like, is there a specific doctor that specializes in that
Oh
field?
yeah,
Family
I mean,
doctor.
yeah, but like, it's not like the doctor's like, hey, you know that
they're only gay doctors. that's what Chris wanted to know. That's what Chris
I
wanted
was
to
like,
know.
are they only interested in butt stuff?
you know that doctor that sticks cameras up guys' asses? Sign me.
Yeah.
No, they don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, I'm gonna be a fucking GI.
Do you think there's a colonoscopy porn out there? Where they're just jamming a camera up the butt, and it's also like a weird, where there's also a camera
I don't
on the
think
camera,
so.
and then it goes to the camera inside the person, then there's the camera
on
outside the person.
camera? No, I don't think that's,
People
I
watching
think,
that.
I think we
and-
could
and-
direct something.
Oh,
I don't think that's right.
that's a real thing.
I don't think so.
What do you mean it's not right? It's fully
Bizarre.
consensual between all parties.
I mean,
Yeah.
but you're saying there's a camera recording the camera going up your butthole?
Yeah. So,
On the
no, there's like a
face.
camera in the corner where it's like a multi-cam thing,
Okay.
and then it goes to the camera, and it just is like, and you just see like flesh,
But like,
and then it goes back.
you'd be
and then it's
surprised
over.
what
It's
you
hot.
see.
Kink,
Yeah,
Like it's just your innards with like some
some
poop.
dookie.
I thought you
There's probably no
cleaned
dookie
out.
left in there.
I mean, not. That's why they have you take the prep. Then they see the polyps. Then they see the.
Couldn't they just have you eat chorizo tacos?
I don't think I don't think that's universally like a
I
thing.
think it would work.
I mean, like it
like,
probably
hey, eat
it
these
probably
3
works.
chorizo tacos,
Yeah.
and oh boy,
They give you a coupon code to Famous Tacos.
Yeah.
Like, I would go on a Sunday because it will be a little bit cheaper.
but
And your
oh
appointment
boy.
will be on a Tuesday,
Like-
so you'll be cleaned out.
You're like, hey, say you need to drink this. Take
Oh.
this taco with
How long do you have to
chorizo.
fast for?
Just
2 days.
I think it's
just
a
a day. Just a,
1
like
day.
a
Yeah.
like couple hour period. I don't want to say couple hour, but like the night before type of deal.
That ain't too bad.
But you have to take the prep, like legit. Like the prep is legit, son.
What do you? So is it a formula that you put in your lemon lime Gatorade or what?
Pretty much, like it just makes you shit out your fucking
Is it a
brains.
powder or what is it?
I don't know specifically, but I know
It is some kind of formula that
it's
you're
some
putting in.
type of it's some type of laxative that makes you shit out your fucking brains.
So it's like a juice cleanse type of deal.
yeah, but it's more severe than
Does it
that.
have to be a lemon lime Gatorade?
It has to.
It has to be
Because
don't-
if it's
you don't
any
like
other
lemon
color,
lime,
this
do
is
you?
fun
Serious?
fact. If it's any other color, it shows up as blood or vice versa or something else.
correct.
Even blue?
Yeah,
Correct.
I don't.
It has to
because
be lemon lime.
blue mixed with your inside sometimes would come out blue
As
brown, maybe a little bit
blood.
red, maybe a little bit black.
You don't.
He's
You
exactly
don't like
right.
lemon lime Gatorade,
Yeah.
do you?
That's why they.
I do.
That's why they say
I
lemon
do.
lime only.
Yes, he's exactly right.
That's bizarre.
So like
What about
Red-
Isn't it crazy they
But
found
red
that out
joke.
though?
red Gatorade is an
That is.
absolute no.
Purple
Purple
that
Gatorade
makes
is an
sense.
absolute
I
no.
mean, that
what about
makes
the
sense.
But
the
blue-
white flavor?
Like you
I
have a
bet
lot
you
of
do
cum in your
white.
butt right now.
No, dude.
That Gatorade, dude, it's the same thing with Powerade. Why did Gatorade and Powerade ever come out with like the Glacier Freeze Cum Blast flavor. Why are they so? They couldn't even put like a green dye in it. They just had. They're like, hey, here's this white spunky shit.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks like water that you would let out of a Wolf Lake Elementary spigot, and then you would look at it and be like, like there's so many contaminants in there. Yeah. I don't drink anything that's white and cloudy. I can tell you that right now. Come on, dude. At least milk. At least milk is the same all the way through, whereas this I do not trust.
It is a little bit more watery than milk.
Can you imagine like drinking that for your prep and then going to the doctor's office and they're just fishing around in your butt and like, crazy night last night, huh? A lot of fun last night. No, it was just white Gatorade.
Realistically, they would probably be like, yeah, it's not a big deal. But like, I think they just say the lemon lime stuff to like.
We've had good luck with the lemon lime.
Eliminate it completely. Like, you know what I mean? Like, eliminate the possibility that somehow they
only
could
had me a
see.
dozen sodies.
No water?
Just a dozen sodies. Dude, this reminds me,
Water
and I
and
have to
sodies.
say it before I forget. Yeah. One time when we were in elementary school, remember when we would do a play for Grandparents' Day?
Yeah.
Like every year.
I hated that.
It was the worst fucking thing.
Yes.
But I would go out for a part, you know. I'd have to star-stun the show and figure something out. Like, what's the best part but only has 3 lines? That's what I would look for every time. And I got to play, like, this nonsense, pretty much time cop in this musical that we sang about, like, Sybil Luddington and Paul Revere.
Oh, yeah.
And it was ridiculous, right? Like, it's a historical. It's so bad. It's like a historical musical, but also you're keeping it current by breaking the 5th wall, and that was my job, right? That was me.
You were keeping it current.
I'm 5th wall breaker, coming in
That's
saying
awesome.
3 lines, right? And so I'm a alleged policeman, and I'm dressed up time cop uniform, and they're just giving out parts. You know, you want to do this, blah blah blah, and they're like, you know, it'd be really crazy if we had like a police car. You know.
Okay.
It would be crazy. You know what their move was? They found a wheelchair kid, and they put his wheelchair and a police car encasing it. And by police car, I mean cardboard painted as if it was a police car.
That means they literally
That's clever,
they
man.
gave specific directions to people. Hey, make sure you.
You want to know what's even better?
Oh God.
That I was the wheeler of said police car.
I was gonna say I don't think he could
controlled it.
go himself. Right?
I was the driver, baby.
Were you standing above the? They could see you.
And so I'm just wheeling in my police car like a carriage, like.
Even though there was literally somebody in the wheelchair.
Did they cover the
fuck?
wheelchair? The kid?
That'd be hilarious. This cruiser's got tinted windows. No, they left his head out.
I bet his grandparents were real proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I thought about that like a week ago, just on my like it was like a trauma thing where I was like, whoa, shit, wheelchair police car kid? Jesus,
You didn't even know what you were getting yourself into.
No,
I mean,
dude, it was insane. And then they gave him a stair stepper for Christmas.
oh,
He can't use it,
dude.
I wouldn't have gave him that
You
present.
can't use it though.
It was
It wasn't my present.
It's a bad present.
Cody, they didn't give him a stair stepper, dude. They gave him a treadmill.
we can wheel it.
Yes,
wheel through it.
yes.
That's fine. What about like?
baby?
How come Blake does this? He knows he made a not very politically funny joke.
Yeah.
I gave him a wheel step.
No, but that's a true
That's bad.
story.
That's bad.
That's a true
Sorry.
story.
That they gave him a stair stepper?
That was mere. What is that? I'm trying to think here, year wise. That was literally like 2008. Like that's not that long ago, dude. Before people were turning kids into wheelchairs into police cars.
Was that Terry Schiavo type of stuff?
Pretty much.
Terry Schiavo, she's kind of a livo.
But it was pretty ridiculous. And yeah, I thought about that a while ago, and I was like, wow, that's a rough one that I have in my head forever.
Do you remember when like people used to faint, like just fucking on deck from all these music, whatever bullshit plays that we used to have?
Not for mashed potatoes.
Not for mashed potatoes.
wow.
I mean, it's a good
No
thing.
need.
Not for mashed.
Nothing's
potatoes,
better than a
just-
mashed potato snooze.
Not okay, but like I would much rather faint from a mashed potatoes than like from being in front of like a large amount of people and just being like.
No, I've never
I locked
seen
my-
that.
I
I've never
locked-
seen that in my life.
I locked my knees too long and now I'm gonna.
I would
you
say if you're doing that, you probably shouldn't be on stage.
Right. But like, how are you supposed to decipher that as a
at that
teacher?
age.
You're supposed to be like, oh, these
But if
people
I guess if
don't belong.
Have you seen this?
I don't know.
Oh, dude, there was definitely a play where we played like at Wolf Lake Elementary, and when you were in it, when there was like 2 to 3 people that definitely.
I don't
fainted.
remember
Kids
this.
are just dropping left
You're
and
like
right.
flies,
It's like,
dude.
what's this teacher doing?
There was definitely 2 to 3 people that 100% fainted while we were
Really?
doing. Oh yeah, dude.
They're on the
It's
back riser and they're just falling off the
because they
back.
locked their knees or something like that, and they
Yeah.
were standing for too long, and apparently blood couldn't circulate or something bullshit like that.
Kids
and
got
some
weak
fucking
knees.
Everything.
fuck
Do you-
fell, and they were just like,
So what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is these kids weren't okay,
okay.
and then they made them into police cars.
They didn't make them into police cars because our school didn't blatantly make fun of handicapped people like
I don't know
that.
if it was making fun of.
4-wheel drive, baby.
No, they were making fun of them. If they're
Yeah,
gonna
kinda.
say, "Hey, you get around in a vehicle, let's make your vehicle bigger," that's making fun of.
Give it a Jeep,
Finding
baby.
a way to put them in the show.
Pretty much
Yeah.
what it is. Like, hey, let's make. Hey, you have a 2-wheel, let's make it a 4-wheel. That's
They didn't make him
bad.
dance. They just made him a police car.
Yeah.
yeah, but they made
So
it.
like on one
they
end, I
made
do
'em-
see it, and I'm like, that's crazy that they did that. They probably should have just, but they also didn't want to be exclusive.
I get
They
it,
asked him too, and he
Yeah.
was super hyped about it.
right? But at the same time, he was 2-wheeling it, and then he put the cardboard box where he was supposed to be 4-wheeling it.
Yeah. So what you're saying is it should have been a police motorcycle.
I would much rather it be a police motorcycle.
Maybe a horse and carriage.
No,
That would have been good.
Where's the horse come from?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a carriage.
Exactly.
Could you imagine if he was the horse? What if they did that though?
And then you were riding.
That's
They just have me on one of those one of those Mr. Reese like scooter boards, and I'm behind him, and I'm getting pulled across the auditorium stage in front of people's grandparents. And not only do you have this going on, you got someone's. You have someone's. Dude, by the way, throughout this whole thing, there is someone's grandparent is deaf, and their grandmother is translating the whole thing, and she's like, "Man into police car," you know. All this, dude, it was insane. The amount of shit that was going on in 4th grade that I saw on this stage,
grade.
dude. I
think it was
still,
4th grade,
I still
probably.
remember it was 4th or 5th grade, but I still remember it like vividly. It was so ridiculous, and I was like, man, I thought about it, like I said last week, and I was like, I don't know if I can ever forgive myself for that.
Well, I think you were you were exposed. You know
He
that.
was exposed.
I mean, for the jokes I just made,
Oh well.
I don't know.
I mean,
but you lived it.
I did live.
So was your real life.
How do you think the stair stepper's working out though?
Stop it.
come on, dude.
Well, his quads are working out great. Sorry, bad
That
joke,
was-
bad
that
joke,
was
bad joke,
bad.
bad joke, bad joke.
Dude, this was a
What do you
different
mean?
play, but do you remember like, you know how all the other kids that weren't in the play would stand behind
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
sing?
Yeah.
So you might have to bleep it out, but Derek Hernandez.
Oh God.
So like we're in the middle of the play, live action play. He reaches down.
That's my brother-in-law.
Pulls
by
out
the
a
way.
gun. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Shout out Derek
Sure.
Hernandez, my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Swear to God.
He pulls out, lifts
Shut
up a
the
shoe
fuck
and
up.
says, "Somebody lost a shoe right in the middle of the play."
I remember this.
No.
Yeah,
I swear to
dude, it
God,
was
I remember this. Dude, it was like one of those things where it's like, don't say anything, don't pretend like anything happened. He's like, yo, someone lose a shoe?
Dude.
He thought it was that important.
No, he was just trying
He
to
was
be
being a
a dick.
dick,
He
yeah.
was trying to be a dick. It was so
Oh.
fucking funny, dude. I
Dude,
remember
I thought you were saying he thought it was that important. Like, hey, who lost a shoe?
No, he was just being an asshole, and it was
Oh my
hilarious.
God.
Dude, it was so
How upset was the teacher?
Oh, dude. I don't
She
know.
couldn't really
Livid.
do much.
Yeah.
You're right in the middle of a play.
She was like,
yeah.
We would have had the same teacher, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss P,
Mm-hmm.
B.
glass eye.
Oh, stop.
I didn't notice.
She had a
You
glass
just,
eye.
you just said
Never
this
noticed.
is P would have been fine, but then you said
You know what I
glass
remember
eye.
about her?
I
That
need
she
that.
would have allergies all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
That's all I
Always
remember about her.
sneezing.
But I remember she was pretty nice.
She was.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
would just
she
have to
was.
watch those shitbag like fucking Sebastian Bach documentaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want
I
to
do
watch?
remember that.
Do you want to watch what people were living like in 1797?
Yeah.
Here you go.
I remember watching High School Musical in that class for the first time too, and that was terrible.
Remember Fake playing the recorder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never
Hot
learned how to
cross
play the recorder.
buns.
You know how many parents were probably pissed?
Can't believe he remembers that.
I don't actually remember it.
Oh, it was.
You know how many parents were probably pissed when their kid came home with the recording? Like, Dad, I have to practice this. And he's like
Jesus Christ.
great.
I'm trying to watch the game, you fucking asshole.
Oh, dude.
Give me another beer.
Speaking of plays, do you remember like one of the last days of school we had? It was like me and Johnny. Me and Johnny, I don't know if we had a free period or what the hell was going on, but we're literally just like roaming the school, like one of the last days of school. And we go into the auditorium because we hear something. And Brock has a class in there. He's in theater class. And so we walk into the class.
I have heard this story before.
And so they're doing like their final projects or whatever. And like they have to do like not a skit, but it's pretty much like a 5-minute
Just a
like
scene from
act
a
out.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5-minute scene or whatever. And so Johnny's in there. Me and Johnny walk in there, and Mr. Howell like stops us a meeting. He's like, "Hey, you guys, you go ahead, sit down, just be quiet." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" So we're just sitting there in the auditorium during this period, and they're like doing their scenes or whatever, and like we're just chilling there, and Johnny's fucking brother comes out the back of the stage.
Oh no.
He starts doing this act out, and Johnny the whole time is like, like, dude, me and Johnny are like hyperventilating next to each other. Like, dude, no way, we caught your brother doing this. And his brother comes out, and honestly, it wasn't even the performance itself. It was just to see him vulnerable enough in the act of acting that it was, like two brothers
making fun of it.
Yeah, no, but it was like just it was more of like the two brother dynamic. And as soon as he gets off the stage, does his act out, like it's like kind of a love scene. He like passes out, like something happens, like one of those types.
It's like
of
he was
things.
trying to act for real.
No, like it wasn't even bad. Like he was a
pretty
decent
good.
actor. And he walks off stage, and as soon as he turns the corner, me and Johnny are like not in that first pod, but we're in the first row of the second pod, and he walks across, and he just looks, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And then Johnny's like, like, dude, you idiot! Like we're exploding at this point, and like, dude, it was so funny just to see that. But like, I was like, man, that could not have been timed out more ridiculously.
Oh my god, that's so funny, dude.
But, dude,
Holy
but
shit.
plays like high school, I don't know about high school because there were some good high school plays that I actually saw.
there was.
But I'm talking elementary, dude. There was some rough shit. It's
Oh,
like, why do they
yeah.
do this? Why do they do this?
And how do they decide which kids are going to be good and which kids are not going to be bad?
I guess you just figure it out.
like,
just by their personality, I would imagine if they're outgoing or not.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
You never
We
know
used
what
to-
one's going to fucking.
I remember reading for parts.
Yeah, I do too.
Tryouts?
Like, you
Yeah,
never
Not
know.
tryouts, but I just remember reading for parts. Like, hey, can blah blah, and
But,
you
like,
just have to do it.
How are you going to know what kid's going to fall apart and what kid's not? What kid's going to go up there and be like, and what kid's just going to be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, fuck.
It's elementary. They don't care that much.
I mean, I get it, but.
Do you
Fucking
guys? I
idiots.
was thinking about it the other day. Do you guys remember when we were trying to take our senior pictures? For the
Oh,
yearbook?
I was thinking about that the whole time
Oh
too.
my
Dude.
God.
Do you remember
bad.
that shit?
It's bad.
Shout out Mrs. Tipton, R.I.P.
R.I.P..
One of the sweetest ladies
She
Very
truly
at
is.
Central Noble.
I 100% agree, and no jokes should be made on that. She is truly one of the sweetest ladies I've ever met.
She should
in
be
my
put
life.
on the Hall
Yeah.
of Fame of Central Noble.
I agree
Yeah.
completely.
I don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, this isn't
story.
even like that big of a joke, but apparently she was bad back in the day.
It wasn't apparently. She
was bad.
Yeah.
No, we had to do our senior pictures, and it was like it's before we ended school, like before our last week or whatever, and they got us all in the auditorium with like our
Dude.
gowns. Like we had just gotten our gowns and like our
Yes.
shits, and like you had to take an individual photo, and then you had to take a class photo.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Tipton's the one running this because she was like the senior class, like
Right.
In
ambassador,
charge of
pretty
the
much. She was in
senior-
charge
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like trying to get, and it was such chaos that we were literally just choosing where we stood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember how chaotic it was.
Yeah, it
It's
was
like,
bad.
well, we were just choosing where
was
we
bad.
stood. And it started with that. And then it was like, we were standing there for 15 minutes in this hot ass auditorium in like gown shit. And everyone eventually gets to the point like 9.5 minutes in. They're like, when can we get out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like everyone was going home after that. Like they were letting
Right.
everyone leave early. So we're like, let's go. And everyone's like, Miss Tipton, what the fuck is going on? Like everybody's like swearing at the fucking, because like no one cares. There's a week left. And they're like, what the? And everyone is like yelling at each other, and it's just such fucking chaos.
It's like
remember-
1:30 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so we're like, as soon as this is done, we get to leave. So
Yeah.
we're like, oh my God, it's 2 o'clock. We can fucking leave and go
Yeah.
fuck this bitch. Like,
Dude, it
like
was
we were just
crazy.
Yeah.
It was madness. It was pure chaos.
But it was to the point where nobody cared about their life in high school anymore. And they're like, let's fucking go, Mrs. Tipton. Let's fucking snap this and get out of here. Like everybody, it's just like, guys, guys, and we're like, okay, we'll stand here for 3
Fine,
seconds.
yeah.
Do you remember?
I just remember it was so hot.
So
dude.
Oh
hot.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Dude,
remember
and
that.
they were scrunching us together as close as we could.
Well, dude, there's like
'cause they-
120
Well, they didn't have the
people.
right camera for it. I remember because
Yeah.
they were scrunching us so close together because they didn't have the right camera.
Jesus
And it
Christ.
is 100 degrees in there, and we're wearing gowns and caps, and we're all screaming at the nicest, sweetest old lady in the building, and she's just like, "Guys, just hold on a second."
Yeah. Just tough it out for me, please.
As she's limping across the stage,
I
trying to get
know,
everybody in
dude.
position.
But I just remember where it's like, and she's like, give us a couple minutes. Everyone's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. You wanna
We didn't
give
have
us a couple
Didn't have a
minutes.
couple minutes before, but now we do. Like, dude, everyone was so shitty. It was really funny to see, but it was also like, man, everyone's ready to get the fuck out of here. Do you remember when we would do like co-ed gym Fridays freshman year?
Fuck yes, dude.
And we would have to square dance like once or twice a year.
Jesus
And she's
Christ.
straight out yelling square dance. We were just like, well, don't sit down with your partner. And like, dude, she was like, not even kidding. She was on rhythm,
Yes.
on point.
She
and
was
she
on it.
knew what
She's
she was
tough.
doing.
Yeah.
Like, it was as if she had did that in Tennessee in the 1950s, like for a living, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane. I've never seen anything like it. She turned into a
Years of
character.
it.
I've
Yeah.
never seen someone turn into a square dance character.
But she probably looked forward to that. Like she was probably like,
had a
"Oh
good
my
time.
god, this is Square Dance
well,
Friday."
she was that exact type of person where it was always like
Oh.
tongue in cheek, where you're like, this fucking sucks, and she's like, oh, we're gonna have fun to like.
Yes.
She's always like to me,
Yeah.
she was always that person where
Dude,
she's
I
like,
miss her, dude.
She was
She was
happy.
awesome,
Yeah, she
bro.
was. I remember her teaching us about
Health class, dude.
no fucking pregnancy protection.
Oh yes.
Fucking what's it called?
anaphylactic.
contraception.
Yeah, like the pill, like
Contraception.
sure, whatever. I was looking for the more simple term, but yeah.
Right.
And she's teaching us about the shit that was like in the 1970s.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, there's multiple different versions of sex protection, and I was like, Miss Tipton, this stuff's not around anymore. Like she's teaching us about the sponge,
yeah.
and like I'm like, Miss
Yeah.
Tipton, are we gonna talk about something productive here? Because if I can't get, I'm not using it. You know
Do you
what I mean?
remember when she talked about pre-cum?
What?
Do you remember Mrs.
She's talking
Foster?
about pre-cum.
Remember
She's
Mrs.
like, hey, guess
Foster
what?
trying to teach us
Pre-cum
about
can
this shit in
absolutely
health
get you
class?
pregnant.
Yeah.
Miss Foster trying to teach us in
Oh,
health class
dude.
was just ridiculous.
Mrs. Foster was.
What do you mean?
I mean,
She was
sorry.
nice, but
no,
like-
I liked
Yeah.
her, but like, I can never get her image of her getting absolutely decked by
Whenever I
Dan
think of her,
Tiemann.
I'm not even kidding, and this isn't even inflammatory. Whenever I think of her, I think of Bill Gates. I'm not even kidding. That's what she looks like to me.
Oh my god.
I just
By the way, for the people that don't know, she looks like Bill Gates. I don't know how to describe it.
No, she really does.
She's short. She's got short hair,
And she
she's
always
like,
wear gym pants that go.
Yeah, yeah.
she
Yes.
does not have short
The
hair.
Swishy.
She has
short
now.
hair now.
She's got short hair.
Now she
dude.
does. She had a mullet back in the day.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like a mullet that was like short hair, but like
yeah.
it didn't match.
It was tamed.
She didn't know she was a girl. You didn't.
Code. Relax. Relax.
Like if I'm being honest with you, you didn't know.
If
she
you can
was a
imagine
girl.
the sexuality of your grandmother, that's the type of sexuality she carried. And she also had a kid while we were that age, which good for her.
Yeah.
Whoo, dude! Oh my god! No, I truly cannot. I can't picture.
We're
her.
pretty inflammatory. We're gonna get hopefully scrubbed off the face of the earth.
But yeah,
Mrs.
tell
Foster is
so
such a.
tell the story about her getting decked in the head with a soccer ball.
I don't know. I mean, I was there personally to see it, and I don't know if I can convey.
I think we talked about it.
Have we?
I think so.
I don't know if we have, but I don't know if I can convey the amount of wreckage that he wreaked upon her, dude.
And she's only like 5 foot.
She's 5'1" at the mat. Like, dude, she's so little.
Yeah.
And this kid, Dan Tiemann, shout out Dan Tiemann.
Boot. He's got a
dude,
fucking
he was
boot,
our
dude.
kicker for our 8th grade football team. We were in 8th
Yeah.
grade, right? 8th grade when this happened. He was our kicker because he had the biggest boot. He was on the soccer team. He had the nicest leg, whatever. I don't know if that means like the nicest as in like the cosmetically nicest or the strongest leg.
Thank you.
A doctor off, baby.
But he had the biggest, strongest from the streets leg, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we're in a gym day where it was like we could do whatever the fuck we wanted type of day. And Dan thought it would be funny. Like we were just like playing, I guess it was like soccer, like dodgeball. Just like it wasn't like an organized event.
Yeah.
In the
It was guys kicking balls at each other.
kicking balls at each other.
Yeah.
And so Dan Tiemann, the guy with the strongest leg, sees
Sexiest leg.
strongest, sexiest leg, sees this ball, gets kicked to him, and then he decides, hey, I'm just gonna fucking kick this ball. And he fucking rears back and does his best impression of a fucking, I don't know,
A Beckham baby.
a Beckham baby bitch.
But if they were to take a picture, it would look like this, like his legs perfectly back. and he's
His
about to go-
legs perfectly back, and he's about to go, puh. And so he kicks this fucking ball, and it's one of those balls where he kicks it and where you can hear it whistle. It's going so fast you can go
It's also one of those shitty, probably rubber soccer balls.
rubber
that were like
soccer balls,
basketballs.
right? Exactly. So
That have like a
They're
large
yellow
amount of
and
density.
black.
And
They're
like,
yellow
so,
and black.
So it's it's heavy.
And
So
some of
it's,
them have nipples on them because no one knows how to inflate them.
so it's gonna hurt when it hits. And so he kicks his bitch as hard as he could, and he kicks it, and it hits Mrs. Foster directly in the fucking nose. And it's one of those where she's 5'1", and it hits her direct in the fucking beak.
I heard that she went parallel to the ground.
that's what I heard.
Fell. Knocked her over.
She gets hit with this. I saw it. She gets hit with this ball. I don't want to say she does a full 180 or a full 360, but Blake's right.
She crumpled to the ground.
She elevates.
Jesus.
And so she is level to the fucking.
No.
She's level, dude.
3 foot off the
She's
3 foot off the ground.
3 to 2 feet off the ground, and she
I don't know, man. I don't know.
falls, dude.
Dude,
She
you gotta-
falls. She hits the ground with force.
You got to think about it though, Brock. She's 5'1" max.
And probably
130?
140, yeah, 140 max.
See, I thought it was the
She
foam
gets
balls
hit
that
with-
she got hit
No,
with.
No,
she
it
got
was
hit
a
with
that's
pure
a rubber
soccer.
She got
ball.
hit with the hard rubber ball.
Damn.
She get hit in the beak, dude.
Dang.
Right in the beak.
That's
And
a
so
bloody
she
nose.
falls. She gets bloody nose. She falls. Bang. Half of us are laughing.
I can
Aw.
imagine.
Half of us are dying laughing. Dan included. He fucking unloads this fucking monster of a kick. We're all dying. But then the responsible group, I don't want to say ass kissers, but like
Girls.
the ass kissers, the girls are like,
Oh.
We can leave it in.
the girls are trying to tend to her. And then we call the nurse. And she's like, I don't know what to say, but you got fucked up.
How are the girls
You guys
supposed
go
to?
get the defibrillator.
How are the girls supposed to tend to her when she's crumpled to the ground?
Crumpled. What? Crumpled.
Dude, I wish
She
I was
got
there so
fucked
bad.
Up.
I wish I was there.
Fucked up, dude. Like I'm talking different century, different universe, different portal to the different world.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out Dan Heyman.
Shout out to Indy.
I'll never forget as long as I live. As long as I live,
I'll never forget the story. I wasn't even there, and I'll never forget the story.
the sound.
I remember.
I just
The
remember she was
sound.
gone.
You were
She was
there?
gone for the rest of the day.
the sound.
No, I just remember she was gone for the rest of the day.
The sound was something I've never heard of in my life.
I just remember that passing period.
Where we're like, hey, Mrs. Foster
She
is
died.
not here anymore.
Yeah, she died.
R.I.P.I.P. Let's say a prayer.
Remember that dumbass kid fell on his head in gym class? Like playing football or something inside? Concussed
Probably.
himself?
Idiot.
Fucking idiot. It was
No,
really
I
fun.
don't know.
He had to sit out. It was cool.
He had to sit out.
I don't remember that.
Nah, fuck
I
it.
don't either. Do you remember when there was a person on our baseball team? I won't say his name, but every time we had to run sprints, he said his back was acting up. And he, back can't run.
And he somehow got away
And he
with it.
somehow
every
got
time.
away
he
with
would
it.
stretch
Yeah.
his back every time we
He
were
was
in
stre-
polls.
we would be running, and he would be stretching his back, and he'd be like,
But there would be 12 people talking shit about him.
"Oh,
Oh, he's a whole
100%."
team, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
was it worth it? Like, was it worth it for you to not run, but also do you get shat on every time?
Yeah, I only played with him for 1 year, And my only remembering of playing with him, do you remember freshman year, we're playing JV ball. We're playing someone not very good. And, like, first inning, like, we get a strikeout. We throw down, whatever, you know, blah, blah. We get another strikeout. Homeboy throws down, straight up misses third. Straight up overthrows third. It's
That was
ugly.
every fucking
okay.
That was every fucking inning.
No,
dude.
we get out of the inning, go to the next inning. We get a strikeout like first or second at bat. Throws down again. Fucking sails over. Hey! We're not throwing down anymore! That's all I remember. And I was like, this guy fucking sucks. I was like, this guy can't even throw down to fucking third, dude. But that's when I was like, this guy is a fucking asshole, dude.
Oh, dude, he was trash.
That was ridiculous.
So perfect.
But that's
Really
no
is.
word,
That's exactly what he said.
word for word. Word for word.
That's exactly what he said.
That's literally what it was. 2 40, 50, 60-year-old men over there hanging around saying, don't do that anymore. And I don't disagree with him.
That's
What's even
exactly what he
funnier is
said.
it's such disrespect from the coach to the player that he's like, hey, not only do I not want you doing that, the bases are empty, and I still don't want you doing that. Yeah, like, dude, there's no
embarrassing.
penalty. Like,
Embarrassing.
you have to be such an asshole for them to be like, dude, you can't throw down anymore.
Exactly.
Like, dude, you got to be horrible.
Like, hey, nobody's on, and you just struck out this guy.
Yeah.
But guess what? You're still not
Dude,
allowed.
they should literally just put a net back there. We don't even need to worry about people stealing. Just put a net back there. You get one of those basketball bounce backs where the ball just comes back to the pitcher. That's probably the best move.
Oh my god. Dude,
Not
Brock has the ultimate story where this same exact person had to make a comment to me. I wasn't good by any means in this sport.
But at least you could throw down to
He was
second.
tough.
and
At least
third.
I could
It
throw.
was tough.
I don't know. Sometimes from third to first I couldn't throw. Anyways, I fucking popped out. Like it was just like it was a shitty pop out to like second.
Dude, it was straight up in the air.
It was yeah,
To
it
the
was,
catcher.
it was straight up in
It
the
was
air.
just high in the air.
It was just to the catcher probably. Yeah,
yeah.
like I just fucking popped out.
Yeah.
And this kid said,
It's like, hey, Cody, that was high as a skyscraper. And then
me, who had just popped out to
Pretty
the,
angry.
he's fucking pissed.
Pretty angry.
me, who had just popped out to the catcher, as if that was a good hit.
Was it a foul out?
As if it was a foul
That
out.
makes it even worse.
As if it was a great hit, or as if it was productive in any way.
Yeah.
I was extremely happy, right?
Yeah.
Of course not. I was fucking pissed. And so this guy thought it would be hilarious to say to the person who had just popped out to the catcher, "Hey, that was as high as a skyscraper." And I go, "Really? That's hilarious." And I was so fucking pissed. This guy had the audacity to say, "Dude, that not only is that funny, but like that's like funny."
High as a skyscraper. That's not even a funny joke.
It's not. He always tried, and it was
I
never
was so
funny.
mad, dude. I was
Not only
so
did the kid
fucking
suck at
mad.
baseball in every sport he played,
He was just
he was a cocksucker.
he was just
Yeah.
annoying.
We're having fun. Who cares?
He was just annoying.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys a quick story and then maybe we'll leave?
I would love to.
Let's get out of here.
Whoa.
So one time, you know, Mr. Truex's class, you would do like a project, you know, and our project that semester was like we had to build a shed for like the softball team.
Okay.
The softball team was getting like an equipment shed or like whatever. And so they were building that and they were going to roll it out there. And they were just talking about like the plan. This was like to get it started. So they get the AD down there, they get the softball coach, and they get someone else. AD's a big man. That's all I'm saying. Just to start this off. AD's a big man. And so we're hanging around, and they're in like those shitbag school chairs where they're like skin-colored backs with like 3 holes and metal legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Total shit chairs. And so they're sitting in front of our class, like all weird guy like it's like a conference or something. And dude, straight up, all of them are wearing khakis and pullovers, and straight moose knuckle city between the 3 of them.
Hell yeah.
Not Mr. Truex. Mr. Truex would never grace us with a moose knuckle. These 3 other gentlemen, the AD, the softball coach, and maybe like an assistant coach or something, literally all wearing the
remember this,
same
yeah.
fucking thing. And we're sitting in class, and like his classes were always like, not half full, but there were always like 15, 16 people. Like they weren't a lot of people. And we're sitting there. You always got to pick where you sit. No assigned seats in his class. Like nobody gave a shit. And I'm literally like sitting next to Alex. Already bad news. And you know, it's pretty much it's pretty much like all upperclassmen and then me and then like maybe 2 more like freshmen or sophomores or whatever. And so we're all seeing this and like just like sitting there like fucking bored out of our
Bored,
minds because
yeah.
they're talking about building a shed because who the fuck cares? And literally everyone is just like trying to pretend to not be on their iPad, and Alex goes to the length to put almost everybody in the class in a group chat and messages,
Oh my god.
hey, you can see all their moose knuckles. And everybody gets the message at the same time and everyone goes, and Mr. Trucks is like, hey. He's like looking at everybody. He doesn't know what's so funny, but he knows something's going on to where like 10 dudes are like, moose knuckle. Like fucking, like everyone is trying not to fucking die. And like everyone's just messaging, like frantically messaging at that point, like, moose knuckle. Like, dude, you know what I mean? Like emoji, ha ha ha. Like crazy shit.
Grapefruit.
And it went on, and it went on for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. They leave the class, and then it just fucking explodes of like, you saw their moose knuckles. Their balls were out. Old men cannot hide their fucking balls, dude.
It's crazy. I don't know why old people, when they sit down, they pull their pants up. It just gives them more of a
It's the
moose knuckle.
knees.
Dude,
It's the
it's
knees,
weird though. But have you ever seen the video of that guy where he crosses his leg and then he goes and he's like you could tell that he smashed his balls
He sat on him.
by crossing his legs, dude.
Yeah.
They just hang so low, dude. Dude, like it's just I don't
So old.
Yeah, so old. His old balls.
Old wrinkly balls. No, have you ever pinched yours though? Like you sit wrong and you pinch them.
I mean, yeah, but like
or you feel like you twist them
No
around.
underwear on. You rock with no underwear, you run the risk of sitting on your balls.
yeah,
You
definitely.
really do. Hot shower, sweatpants, no underwear. You're gonna
Yes.
sit on your balls at some point.
I've slept.
Trust that, player.
Dude, I've
Little
slept
heat
naked
on them,
before.
dude. They hang a
Little
little
heat
longer.
on those balls.
Yeah,
They
little
do.
heat, dude.
Yeah.
Little heat, you feel good, and then they just sag a little bit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's nice.
I've slept with like completely naked before, and then like I've turned over and I'm like
Wake yourself
I
up.
crushed them, and I was like, oh,
I
wow.
crushed them.
and I was awake all of a sudden, and then I couldn't fall back asleep, and that sucked. But yeah.
How about when you guys found out you could put Gold Bond not on your like legs to prevent chafing, but just your nuts?
Oh yeah.
I don't put them directly
put 'em
on
on
my
my
nuts.
nuts
It
either.
just goes under the nuts.
Yeah.
But you guys found out about like putting them like near
Oh, yeah,
and around
yeah.
your nuts.
No,
that like a
football.
great sensation,
Football
or-
in 2 days taught me to open your pants up and do this
Yeah.
because that's what people would do because
He's
it was hell,
exactly
dude.
Right, dude.
Like I'm not
He's
even kidding you. Like
exactly
it's
right.
hell at that point because like,
Uh-huh.
dude, you cannot practice twice a day and not chafe or
Yeah.
not have a blister or not fucking feel like shit at some capacity.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, it was widespread to the point where it was like, dude, it was like the Gold Bond stations in the
Yes.
locker room.
Yeah.
Can I please tell the story of Tyler Skinner? Shout out Tyler Skinner.
Unless he has a real job, then don't shout out.
I don't know if he has a real job or not. He probably does have a real job. I love Tyler Skinner. Back when he was a senior, we were freshmen.
Predator.
So
I'm just kidding.
I don't know, for some reason we shared the same like section of locker, and I'm pretty sure Brock was in on it too. Maybe it was Brock or maybe it was Jordan. I don't know. But Tyler was obviously the starting quarterback of our whole fucking offense. Like, he was fucking important. And so what he would do, he would lean over and he would take his Gold Bond powder and he would powder all over his butthole. Okay? And so he would he would go and powder all over his butthole. And then he would make sure to bend over, spread his cheeks, and fart and go and then there'd be a poof of fucking Gold Bond and poof.
like Old Faithful, baby.
He made sure to do that every fucking week, dude. If it wasn't every week, it was every 2 weeks, dude. I swear to God, he did this bullshit, dude. Literally, he would powder his fucking butthole, lean over and go, and then a puff, dude, every fucking day. What the fuck, dude? That's what we went through as fucking freshmen in football, dude.
I remember you guys telling me about the story that they used to fucking after it was either football or basketball to get their buttholes clean, they would do a handstand and put their feet on the wall
Oh
and just
my
let the
God.
water run into their ass.
I don't
that's
remember
fucking
that.
bizarre.
That had to been basketball.
What's crazier is you can just scrub it. You can just
I don't know,
scrub
I
it.
could see
I don't remember that.
I feel like I've heard that before. I may be making that up.
I just remember seeing a bunch of guys' dicks that were bent sideways. And I was like, holy shit.
Peyronie's
This
disease.
guy's got a fucking big dick. It's so big that it bent. Jesus Christ. I'm not on that level.
And play the guitar.
Yeah, I'm not on that level.
Guys, don't sell yourself short. You can play guitar on your dick just fine. It just might be a ukulele.
Yeah, you're just not stretched as far.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Shout out Chase.
Holy shit, dude. I'm telling you, dude, that's what went on during football. And also that wasn't including the time where I basically was raped.
Sexually assaulted.
Sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Basically, dude. Like I know people get raped a lot.
It'd be
like
different
it's not funny to joke
it'd
about.
be different if he was like first string.
Like I wasn't.
was like-
I was never penetrated,
Oh my God.
but like,
That's why I said a sexual assault.
but
'cause
like
that's what
he
that's what that
definitely
is.
just had underwear on and he would hump me. And like that's not cool, right? Like that's not cool.
It's not cool.
But like he did it definitely, and like he thought it was funny because I was a freshman.
It is funny though, right?
Hey, no,
It's funny because I'm humping you.
it's not
what are you,
like
gay?
it's not like I.
What are you gay?
It's not like I like go to sleep and I'm like,
You got a butt. You got a butt with a penis in it. What are you gay?
yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Like, let's watch this last TikTok and we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
You
so
said this is a dad boner?
It's just a dad boner.
A real,
I don't know if this guy's acting or not. That's my only thing about it.
but he's a big dad boner.
yeah.
He looks like a thumb.
I used to like a lot of ketchup when I ate French fries. My friends would tease around with me and say, "Hey, Bob, you want some French fries with that ketchup?" Every time.
That's not it. That is not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Yeah. Hey, Bob.
Hey, guess
You want
what?
any French fries with that ketchup?
His at is Disco Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Disco Bob Zero. Hey, everyone, go follow Disco Bob Zero. He seems like a real nice guy. He seems like he's got a real good business being a thumb.
Oh, dude.
Is this Boston, I'm assuming, right?
I don't know.
Jersey, maybe?
Honestly, I feel like it's Bob. It could.
Bob.
I think definitely Massachusetts, but it could render itself to really anywhere northeast. But
Honestly,
I think
he
Massachusetts.
he looks like a sweet guy.
Let's watch this again.
Nice.
I used to like a lot of ketchup when I ate French fries. My friends would tease around with me and say, "Hey, Bob, you want some French fries with that ketchup?" Every time.
Every time. And then he sits there for 2 seconds. Should have ended the video a little
I
earlier.
love it, dude.
Come on,
I
Bob.
love it.
I feel like I need more context as to why he needed so much ketchup, for one. And then two, why is he even making this TikTok?
Because that's the joke.
That's the joke. And
But
also, dude, you never had a lot of ketchup with your fries before?
Shut up.
Hey,
Who cares about
I have.
fries with ketchup?
I like ketchup.
Sure. I just don't need a whole lot of it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I need a whole lot of it.
Okay, Bob.
Hey, no,
Bob.
like
Bob.
I don't want to defend Bob, but at the same time, I agree with Bob.
If
And
French
that-
fries are so good, if they're so good, then why are you eating it with so much ketchup?
Ketchup just makes it that much better.
Hot sauce is better on him.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
We're all entitled to our opinions, but I'm telling you, Bob is right in the dude. Can I admit something to you guys? I eat an unhealthy amount of ketchup. I truly do.
You know when they pull the potato out of the ground, there's a bottle of ketchup with it?
I wish.
Yeah, well, there's not.
I wish. I truly do wish. No, like when Tara and I go to the grocery store and buy a thing of ketchup, we don't buy a normal, like, I don't know, 12, 18-ounce thing of ketchup.
You think
By
of
the
Bob, we
Duggar
get the big
family
one.
ketchup?
We buy the, like
You need the Duggar family value size?
the 30-ouncer or the 36-ouncer of ketchup. We buy that. Because we know it's going to get used. And
We know it's going to get used.
It's a good reason to buy more.
in several weeks it's going to get used.
Yeah.
Which I agree it's unhealthy, but I love ketchup.
I don't think Bob would disagree with you.
I know.
Bob, hey,
You think he's a
Well,
volunteer
I'll make
fireman?
Has to be.
I
Just give me
guarantee
volunteer
it.
fireman
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
That fire's wicked hard.
Bob.
Bob.
Let's get out of here.
Bob,
Who
get at the
cares?
wicked hard.
I gotta
You
pee.
You guys got anything, Dad? You got anything, Dad? Let's get the fuck out of here. If you're not already subscribed, just fucking subscribe. What are we doing? Grow up, get a job.
job.
Just fucking subscribe.
Get a job. Drink some bourbon.
Go buy ketchup with Bob.
And also, if you want to visit my newly established police car wheelchair transversion company, we're here for you.
What's it called?
We are.
Wheelie Cops.
Willy stupid head. Bet you wish that we were
All right.
And follow the freaking TikTok. We got content coming on the TikTok. All right. We'll see you guys next weekend. Until
Yes.
next time, baby.
Thank you for watching the Stoop Sitters podcast. This doesn't have to be a goodbye. This can be a see you later.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the Stoop Sitters podcast. And if you don't, your vibes are in the fucking basement.
Anything made you angry, make sure to email us, stoopsitters@gmail.com. If you want to email some funny videos, some of your mom's nudes, whatever's going to be the mix that day. So just feel free.
Follow our socials. Actually, just follow the TikTok. Who gives a fuck about any other social? Follow the TikTok. Stoop Sitters Pod.
If you're currently watching these videos in your mom's basement, here's one more and then a second one for you to also tune into.
This has been the Stoop Sitters podcast. There's currently a fart cooked up in the room. We got to get out of here.
Goodbye. Oh, see you later.